This app is called Talk to Me. So you've signed in your Chromebook to Thunkable, signed in with your Google account, and this is the screen that you see. We're going to create a new app. Click on the plus symbol for new app. I'm going to call it Talk to Me. Talk to Me. I'm going to make this app private so that I'm the only person that can see it. It's not public for everyone in the world to see. I'm going to click on Create. This is the Thunkable interface that you get. On the left hand side you might have some tutorials. You can hide them or show them with this little button I'm clicking on here. Now on the left hand side I have all the components that I can use to make up my app. In the middle this is the screen where I'm going to build my app, and on the right hand side are the properties of each of these objects. So what I'm actually going to do is this first tutorial, My Phone Can Talk. I'm just going to take you through that one with this little video. The first thing that we need is a button. So I'm going to click on the button and I'm going to drag it onto my screen. The second component I'm going to need is a text-to-speech component. And here is text-to-speech. I'm going to click on it and drag it onto my screen. You'll notice that this time, where the button appeared on the screen, the text-to-speech component has appeared at the bottom underneath the screen. It's a non-visible, a non-printing component and doesn't appear as part of our app, but it's still within our app. So going back to this button that we've made, now that I've got the button selected, you can see over here in the top right hand corner it's got a name, button 1. We name all of our buttons BTN followed by a word that we want the action to be. So I'm going to click on the little pencil to rename it. BTN is in lowercase, and I'm going to call this button BTN Talk. So I have a capital T because it's the start of a new word, but I have a 3-letter prefix. Pre is something that comes before it. BTN in this case for a button. So I'm renaming my button BTN Talk. I can just hit enter and that's the name of my button. My text-to-speech component, I've only got one of these in the program, so I'm just going to leave that as it is. While we are here and we've got our button selected, you'll see in the properties the text says button. I want to change the text, and I'm just going to change it to Talk to Me. If I wanted to change the colour of that text from this blue colour, I can click here and I can click on red. If I want to change some other properties, the font size, let's make it 20 points, background picture, let's leave the height and the width just now and it's visible, and let's put a border on it, a width of 1, and the colour of my border, I'll just leave it as a black border just now. I think I have to click here. Okay. Do I want the font to be bold? Yes I do, or no I don't. Do I want it italic? Probably not. Do I want it raised a little bit, the button? So these are some of the properties that are affecting the object that I've currently got selected. So I've created my first button. What's going to happen is that when we click on this button on our phone, the app is going to speak to us. So I now have to go into the blocks section, and in the blocks this lists all of the objects that I have. So BTN Talk is what I want to deal with. Now this first block is the one I'm looking for. When BTN Talk is clicked, this is the block I want. So when I click on BTN Talk, what do I want to happen? Well, I want now to call up the text-to-speech component, and I'm going to say in text-to-speech 1 call speak. You'll hear it clicking into place. That click is supposed to be a thunk, and that's why it's called Thunkable. It's got a little piece missing at the end. I'm going to go to the text component. I'm going to drag a text block out, and in here I can write whatever I want the app to say. And that's my app finished. So part 1, we have created an app with one button that says Talk to Me, a text-to-speech component. In our blocks, we've added a block to say that when we click on BTN Talk, call up this text-to-speech component, make it speak, and say Hello World. Next thing you're going to do is on your device, your tablet or your phone, you're going to run Thunkable. You're going to connect with your device, connect with your email address, your Google account, and you will see an app called Talk to Me. Click on it and you'll be able to run that app on your mobile device. Tune in for part 2.